Welcome to Nonprofit Nerd Impact Unleashed. Get ready to dive into the world of nonprofits, where the nerdy passion and unstoppable dedication of those making a real impact is celebrated. Together with your host, Jarrett Ransom, the inspiring stories and game-changing strategies of nonprofit leaders will be explored. Join us to unravel the mysteries of successful fundraising, uncover the secrets to effective advocacy, and nerd out over innovative approaches to solving social challenges. Nonprofit Nerd Impact Unleashed is your go-to podcast for no-nonsense discussions with real-life superheroes of the nonprofit sector. Get ready to unleash your inner nerdiness and discover or rediscover how to change the world together. Now let's dive in and embrace the power of our nerdy side.
Hey there, fellow nonprofit nerds. Welcome back to the cozy couch of real talk and genuine connections. I hope you've got your favorite beverage in hand because today we are wrapping up season 1 of Nonprofit Nerd Impact Unleashed. And wow, do I have a lot of gratitude to pour out. First off, I want to thank each and every one of you who've tuned in, whether you caught every episode or just stumbled upon us recently. Your support means the world to me, and I couldn't have asked for a better crew to join me on this journey of balancing acts and nonprofit wisdom. Speaking of which, let's give a round of applause to the incredible leaders who graced our podcast this season. Thank you for joining me on this impactful journey. If you haven't subscribed to Nonprofit Nerd Impact Unleashed podcast yet, please do that because I'm going to keep this moving and grooving, and season 2 is already in the works. So thank you for joining me this season and celebrating the amazing stories of the 8 leaders that you heard from this season. Their personal inspiration and wisdom truly were amazing. I can't think of a better word for that. They felt like warm hugs. They felt like best friends. They felt like siblings. It's just been so powerful for me to have this level of depth and breadth of conversation. From Micah James with Bloomerang, and she shared about her family-friendly systems for productivity. She talked about her spreadsheets, and I don't know about you, but I certainly have a few of my own going on. To Cindy Wagman, who's crushing it in Canada. She works with leaders across Canada and the U.S., and I really appreciated her advice on getting rid of should. I also want to say thank you to Bobby D. We've known one another for years, and sometimes he seems like a brother to me. His perspective on stepping back and asking what's really important is a valuable one. LaShonda Williams, you know I admire LaShonda for so much and really enjoyed hearing from her about how she's navigating her professional life while being an only child and seeing that her mom is also taken care of. David Masek, thank you. My biggest takeaway from David was his personal retreat that he's committed to taking annually and how that's different than a vacation for him. It made me think about incorporating this into my life as well. Sarah Groney, another one I've known for several years and have had the opportunity to work alongside Sarah on several other of the same nonprofit clients. I've always admired Sarah for her ability to focus on her mom title and keeping that front and center as she also provides such value to the nonprofit community. Mary Gleason brought the woo-woo just as I knew she would, and while I know that the woo-woo isn't for everyone, I do think that our world and our workspace could learn a few things that Mary speaks about. And finally, to John McTurk and his journey of navigating his professional career while also maintaining health for his overall well-being and navigating the healthcare system. Again, I am endlessly grateful for their willingness to share their stories, struggles, and triumphs so openly and honestly with me. You know, as I listened to all of the episodes over and over and over again, I was struck by how these conversations weren't just about professional tips and tricks. They were about life, the messy, beautiful, and sometimes downright challenging journey of balancing it all. And to my amazing guest, thank you for trusting me with your stories and for saying yes to this adventure and for reminding us all that vulnerability and authenticity are the true keys to connection. So here's to you, our season 1 guest. May your wisdom continue to inspire and your stories continue to resonate with all who listen. And to you, dear listeners, thank you for being part of this community, for craving those real, authentic conversations, and for showing up week after week with an open heart and an open mind. As we wrap up season 1, I'm thrilled to announce that season 2 is already in the works. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. More real talk, more genuine connections, and more insights to help us all navigate the wild and wonderful world of nonprofit life. Wow, what a great season. It's hard to believe season 1 has come to an end, but I want to give another shout out of immense gratitude to Bloomerang for your partnership and sponsorship of season 1. Thank you for your support in elevating and normalizing these conversations in our sector. So until next time, keep being your amazing, authentic selves. Keep striving for balance in all that you do. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're in it together, one podcast episode at a time. Thank you for tuning in, friends. See you in season 2.